Student, in today's lecture we will discuss about the clampers. Clamper circuit is also an application of the diode, and basically what is a clamping network? It is one of the networks in which a signal will clamp to a different DC level. It means we are discussing such type of circuit in which there must be a DC supply here. Because of that, the signal will clamp to a different level. One more thing in the clamper circuit is that this circuit consists of a resistor, a capacitor and a diode. A capacitor must be present in a clamper circuit. And the one more thing, and that is very important in this, is the DC supply that must be present in it. The magnitude of the resistor and the capacitor, that is the value of resistor and the capacitor, we choose it such that the time constant, that is tau, must be equal to RC, that is tau is equal to RC. It is large enough to ensure that the voltage across the capacitor doesn't discharge significantly during the interval in which the diode is non-conducting. Means this, the values of R and C must be chosen that the time constant, that is tau is equal to RC. The value of tau must be large enough. When the diode is reverse biased, that the diode is in the off state, in the non-conducting state, then the capacitor doesn't discharge significantly. So we must consider the value of R and C in this case. This is a simple clamping circuit. In this circuit you have seen this. There is the input signal Vi, a capacitor, a diode and a resistor. In this circuit the diode and the resistor both are parallel with the output voltage, or you may say this, we are taking the output resistor across a load resistor that is having the value of R. The most important thing when we are doing the analysis of a clamper circuit, or when we are solving the circuit, that from which cycle we will start the analysis. Remember this, we will always start the analysis from that cycle in which the diode is forward biased. Why we do this? We do this as the capacitor needs to be charged. The capacitor must be charged, and the capacitor will charge in that cycle when the diode is forward biased. That's why we will start the analysis from that cycle in which the diode is forward biased. In this circuit we say this, the diode will be forward biased during the positive cycle. So when the input cycle, we are having the input cycle of the positive cycle, that is of the value of V, apply this here, then this capacitor starts charging, and the polarity at this capacitor will be this. The terminal that is here, that is the terminal also at the left leg of the left side of the capacitor, that is the polarity across the capacitor is as it is, that the positive is here and the negative is here. Why the positive is here? As the positive is here, because this positive is here, that's why this terminal is positive and this is negative. So when the positive cycle is here, then this diode will be forward biased, so it acts as a short circuit. That's why short circuit is here. And we are taking the V0 across the resistor, and the VR is equal to 0 volt. Why 0 volt? Because this diode is forward biased and this is an ideal diode. It is an ideal diode, then it means VD is equal to 0. So when VD is equal to 0, so VR is equal to 0, that is V0 is equal to 0 in the case of when the cycle is positive here. From this we can get the value of Vc, that is the voltage that this capacitor will attain. So in this case we get the output V naught is equal to 0. Now we are having a short circuit here and a loop here. We are considering this loop. So by simply applying the KVL, we will get the value of Vc. So when we apply the KVL here, then we will get the value of minus V plus V. This is Vd, that is equal to 0. So you may see this minus V plus V plus Vd is equal to 0, and in this case the whole value will be equal to 0. Or in other words, you may also say this, if we apply here, this V is basically this voltage, this input voltage. So we can write it as plus V minus Vc. The voltage across here is Vc. So plus V minus Vc and minus Vd is equal to 0. So Vc is equal to V. That's why I said the whole value will be equal to 0, because Vc is equal to V. I was taking this V. That's why I said that. So this Vc is equal to V. Now in the next cycle, what we will get? So when the negative cycle is here, then the polarity of the capacitor will not change. Why the polarity of the capacitor will not change? As once the diode is charged, its polarity doesn't change. Never ever its polarity has been changed. That's why it will having the same polarity as that of the previous half cycle. So during the negative cycle, the diode will be reverse bias, so it will become an open circuit, and the whole this VR, we will get the value of this. Here in this case, this branch will vanish, as this is an open circuit, it is useless. So we will having a circuit here in which the input cycle, the capacitor Vc and the R. So when we solve for this, then we will get the value of this during the negative cycle. So we will get the value of, see this, minus V minus Vc and minus Vr or minus V naught is equal to 0. So this Vc is equal to V. We have calculated before. In the last step we have calculated Vc, and the Vc is equal to V. That's why by putting the value here, minus V minus V minus V naught is equal to 0, V naught is equal to minus 2V. So the output will be, during the positive cycle we have 0 output here, so this is 0, and during the negative cycle we have the output of minus 2V, this thing here. From this you may see this, the whole cycle, the peak to peak value of input is, total value is 2V. One peak is V and the other peak is also V. So the peak to peak value is basically V. At the output side, again the peak to peak value is 2V. Regardless of the polarity, we simply add up the peak values. So when we added the peak values here, we get the value of 2V, and here again we are having the value of 2V. It means that the output having the full swing of input cycle. The swing that is of input cycle, the output must have that swing regardless of the polarity. So I have mentioned some important points here, and we will discuss these points as here. So first one is that the total swing of the output is equal to the total swing of the input signal. That is the peak to peak value of the input side and the peak to peak value of the output side, that is equal, always equal to each other. Number two thing is, I have also told about this, that we will start the analysis from that cycle in which diode is forward biased. Why we start the analysis from that cycle, because we want to have the value of Vc. That is very important for this. And the foremost thing is this: the diode must be charged, and the diode will be charged during that cycle in which the diode is in the on state, the diode is in the forward biased state. So start the analysis of the clamping networks by considering that part of the input signal that forward bias the diode. Next is, during the period that the diode is in the on state, the capacitor will charge up instantaneously to a voltage level that is determined by the network. I have told this before. And the last thing is this: assume that during the period when the diode is in the off state, the capacitor will hold on to its established voltage level. The one thing is this: it will hold on the voltage, the charge voltage that it is containing in it. And the second thing is this: the polarity of that charge capacitor will not change. Now we are having the example of it, in which we have to determine the V0 of the circuit. This now in this circuit you may see this. First of all, we will check that in which cycle the diode will be forward biased. So from this figure we will get this, that during the negative cycle the diode will be forward biased. So we will start our analysis during the negative cycle of it. In this case we are having the input cycle, and during the positive cycle we are having the value of 10 volt, and during the negative cycle we are having the value of minus 20 volt. So we will start the analysis as this. During the negative cycle the diode is forward biased, and when the diode is forward biased we will get our value of V0, and this V0 is equal to V, and that V is equal to 5 volt. So we have V0 is equal to V. Now we want to calculate the value of Vc. For this we will simply apply the KVL here in this loop. When we apply the KVL here, then we have the value of minus 20 plus Vc minus V, that is equal to 0. Means this minus 20 plus Vc minus 5 is equal to 0, and that is mentioning here. So by calculating this we have the value of Vc, that is equal to 25 volt. So the capacitor will charge up to the 25 volt. Now during the positive cycle the diode will be reverse biased. When it is reverse biased, then there is an open circuit, and here we will get the value of V0. And what will be the value of V0? So well, for calculating the value of V0, this branch is useless, as it is an open circuit. There is no use of this branch. We are having the circuit only this, in which this branch is not included. So we will apply KVL here. So here we will get the plus 10 volt plus 25 volt minus V0, that is equal to 0. So V0 is equal to 35 volt. So here is the output waveform. During the positive cycle we get the value of 5 volt. So during the positive cycle we get the value of 5 volt. During the negative cycle we get the value of 5 volt. The diode was forward biased during the negative cycle of here. So during the negative cycle we get the value of 5 volt, and during the positive cycle we get the value of 35 volt. Now you may say this, what is the value? Here the peak to peak value is 30 volt, and here the value is 35 minus 5, because the peak is starting from 5 and going up to the 35 volt. So the total voltage between this is 35 minus 5, that is equal to 30 volt. So full swing of the output cycle is equal to the full swing of input cycle. So when we calculate the value of tau, then simply tau is equal to RC, and that is equal to 10 millisecond. And if we calculate the discharging time for this, that is equal to 5 tau. That is also the discharging time as well as the charging time of it. So 5 tau is equal to 50 millisecond. So this was about the clamper circuit, in which we have seen this, that we have started our analysis from that cycle in which the diode is forward biased, and in this case the diode is forward biased during the negative cycle. The one more thing we have seen this, the full swing of the output cycle is equal to the full swing of the input cycle. Another thing that we have seen in this circuit, that the polarity of the capacitor has not been changed. It is having the value that it has during the positive during that cycle in which the diode is in the on state. So in this, the points that I have mentioned earlier, we have seen all those points here in this example. In the next example, repeat the last example by using a silicon diode. In that case, Vt is equal to 0.7 volts. So do it by yourself. Here we are having the different clamper circuits, and the first one circuit in which there is the diode here and there is the resistor, then the output will be like this. There is no DC supply here, you have seen this. So simply during the positive cycle the diode will be forward biased, so V0 is equal to 0 as Vd is equal to 0, that's why 0 here. And during the negative cycle, then the diode will be forward biased. During the positive cycle, you have to calculate the value of Vc, and during the negative cycle the diode is reverse biased, open circuit. Simply apply the KVL here and you will get the value of 2V. When the polarity of this diode has been changed as shown in this figure, then at positive cycle we will get our full swing of 2 volt, and during the negative cycle we have no value of it, we have the 0 value as the diode is forward biased, so Vd is equal to 0. In the next circuit, when the positive cycle is here, then the V0 is equal to V1, this V1, that is the DC supply here. And during the negative cycle of the input cycle, then we have the value of 2V here. Now in this case, when the polarity is as of this diode, then during the positive cycle the diode is reverse biased, so we will get the value of 2V here. And during the negative cycle we will start our analysis here, then the diode will get the value of V1 here. Now here in this case we have the circuit in which when the positive cycle is here, diode will be forward biased, and in that case we will get the output of minus V1, and during the negative cycle when the diode is reverse biased, we will get the value of 2V. Here during the positive cycle the diode will be reverse biased, and we will get the value of, during the positive cycle we will get the value of 2V, and during the negative cycle we will get the value of minus V1. You may have different values of resistor, capacitor and the DC supply and get the result, and after that matching your results with this, so more points will be clear to you. And this is the input of sinusoidal. Here simply solve this question by yourself by considering it's an ideal diode and taking any value of R. But if you solve such kind of circuit and the circuit is this, then during the positive cycle you will get 30 volt, and during the negative cycle you will get the value of minus 10 volt. Now this is a question from your exercise in which first of all you will have to calculate the value of 5 tau. In B, compare 5 tau to half of the period of the applied signal, and you must have to sketch the V0. Now in this case, when we calculate the 5 tau, then tau is equal to RC and 5 tau is equal to 28 millisecond. Now in the B part, compare 5 tau to half the period of the applied signal. Half the period of the applied signal. Basically 5 tau is the time. So half the period of the applied signal, here we are having the frequency f is equal to 1 kilohertz. So the time period t is equal to 1 over f. So simply that is the reciprocal of this, reciprocal of frequency. So here in this case t is equal to 1 millisecond, as the frequency is 1 kilohertz, so t is equal to 1 millisecond, and this is the half of the period of the applied signal. So half of the period, that t by 2. So 1 millisecond divided by 2, that is equal to 0.5 millisecond. So that will be the value of it. So comes towards the C part, in which sketch the V naught. In this case, we will start our analysis from the positive cycle of the input. When the positive cycle is here, then this diode will be forward biased, and we are having the output, that is equal to 0.7 minus 2, that is equal to minus 1.3 volt. See this, during the positive pulse diode is on, so V naught is equal to minus 2 plus 0.7, that is equal to minus 1.3 volt. Now we will calculate the value of Vc. So when we calculate the value of Vc, then plus 10 minus Vc and minus V naught is equal to 0. Here plus 10. So capacitor Vc is equal to 10 plus 1.3, that is equal to 11.3 volt. Now during the negative cycle, the diode is reverse biased, so this will be an open circuit here. So simply by applying the KVL at this cycle, at this short circuit, we will get the value as V naught is equal to minus 10 plus minus 10 minus 11.3, that is equal to minus 21.3. So during positive cycle minus 1.3 and during negative cycle minus 21.3 volt here.